Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks have a truly blessed and wonderful Wednesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I'll have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we are expecting for tomorrow, which is Thursday, for your Friday, the upcoming weekend, and on to the first half of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Wednesday night as we conclude yet another day. So, hard to believe we are at the end of July, the second to last day of this month. And you know what that means. Tomorrow officially ends the month of July. It's hard to believe that we will be in that it is hard to believe that we're just about completed the 7th month of 2025. Only 5 months left to go. Actually, we're getting closer to the end of the year. At this point, we're actually getting closer to the end of the year than the beginning. And another thing is back to school is just around the corner. Summer vacation will soon be wrapping up. Almost time to get the kids back in school. First day of school for Bossier Parish students is next Thursday, August 7th. First day of school for Cattle Parish students is in exactly 2 weeks from today. That is on Wednesday, August 13th. So, man, where does time go? But anyway, let's get on with my National Day calendar segment here. Excuse me. So we have one day left to finish off the month of July. Just bear with me for a second. Excuse me. So today happens to be a National Day holiday of a very popular dessert, and this is exactly what 4 elderly women from the 80s, from a popular television sitcom from the 80s, have eaten. A very popular dessert, eaten by 4 elderly middle-aged ladies. Especially if you or your parents have grown up in the 1980s on this hit NBC sitcom. This sitcom starred actresses Bea Arthur, Rue McClanahan, Betty White, and Estelle Getty. The Golden Girls. In fact, they're on right now on Hallmark Channel. And every night around this time, whenever they're not showing a movie or so Golden Girls are getting back on their nightly routine after this month has been considered Christmas in July. Today was National Cheesecake Day. On this day, National Cheesecake Day offers us today. Today was National Cheesecake. So by that matter, today was National Cheesecake Day. On this day, National Cheesecake Day offers a slice of one of America's favorite desserts. Order up a cheesecake with your favorite topping. Get it delivered, or you can make it at home. Hashtag National Cheesecake Day. This smooth dessert hits the spot when the end of the meal rolls around. While most cakes have a crumb, cheesecake's texture is nothing like cake. Indeed, its creamy, thick pudding-like character comes from the soft cheese used as the main ingredient. Good evening to you, Brittany. How are you doing on this Wednesday night, and how's your day today? Depending on the recipe, either cream cheese or cottage cheese is used. When the cheese is mixed with sugar, eggs, and other ingredients, the batter is added to a crust. When making cheesecake, good evening to you, Jessica. How are you doing on this Wednesday night, and how was your day today? When making cheesecake, one of the most common crusts used is a graham cracker crust. Other options include a cookie crust, pastry, or sponge cake. However, some cheesecakes are crustless. Recipes vary and cheesecakes may be prepared baked or unbaked. When faced with choosing a cheesecake flavor, don't panic. While the options may seem overwhelming, bakers solve this problem. They offer a variety of flavors in one cake. So take one home and try each one. Since cheesecakes do come in a wide variety, consider your taste. If you prefer summer fruits and berries, cheesecakes have you covered. Tropical options hit the spot too. For coffee lovers, bakers provide a rich selection, and don't forget delicious chocolate and nutty flavors. Each cheesecake may be served with fresh fruit, a sauce, whipped cream, or plain. Like New York style. At my job, they have what's called a peach cobbler cheesecake. Have any of you ever had it? At my job, where I work, what we have is called a peach. It's called a peach cobbler cheesecake. Any of you have had it? Earlier this year, just a few months back, we had the butter pecan cheesecake. Any of you have ever had that flavor? Now here's the history behind cheesecake. When it comes to searching for cheesecake's history, we look to ancient Greece. A form of the dessert comes up as a recipe served to athletes. It has been found that the earliest attested mention of a cheesecake is by Greek physician Agnias, who wrote a book on the art of making cheesecakes. While recipes for cheesecakes served athletes in ancient Greece, cream cheese has been a part of a. While recipes for cheesecakes served athletes in ancient Greece, cream cheese has been a part of America's dessert. While recipes for cheesecakes served athletes in ancient Greece, cream cheese has been a part of American dessert making since about the 1820s. However, after the advent of pasteurization, mass production became possible. One dairy farmer from Chester, New York decided to be the first. William A. Lawrence purchased a Neufchâtel factory to begin his production, and in 1873, the first mass-produced cream cheese became a reality. Here's some styles of cheesecakes: New York style cheesecake, Pennsylvania Dutch style cheesecake, Philadelphia style, former cheese cheesecake, country style cheesecake, lactose free cheesecake, cheesecake clutty, Chicago style cheesecake, savory cheesecake. Or I'm sure you probably won't have much too long to wait for the pumpkin spice or pumpkin flavored cheesecake. If for all we know, that pretty soon fall will be just around the corner. And I know there's gonna be many craving for the pumpkin spice or pumpkin flavored cheesecake. Whether you make one at home or pick one up at a bakery, savor the creamy taste of cheesecake. Post on social media using hashtag National Cheesecake Day and share your favorite variety. Too bad we do not have the Cheesecake Factory here in Shreveport. We never did. The nearest one to us, Cheesecake Factory, you'll probably have to find is one, but will be the one in Dallas. So that's your prop. So too bad we do not have a Cheesecake Factory here in Shreveport. And also, Cheesecake Bistro closed on the Louisiana Boardwalk well over 5 years ago during the height of COVID-19. During the pandemic, which was years ago. So it's been a holiday filled with desserts. It's the most popular cheesecake. So who could absolutely go wrong for a cheesecake? Not only was today National Cheesecake Day, today also was National Climbing Mountain Day, National Whistleblower Day, National Father-in-Law Day, and also today was International Friendship Day. Now here are famous people who have celebrated their birthdays who were born on this day, Wednesday, July 30th. Today, movie actress Joey King turns 26. Music producer Vanessa O'Connell turns 28. Movie actor Arnold Schwarzenegger turns 78. TV actor Terry Crews turns 57. TV actress Lisa Kudrow turns 62. Rapper King Lil G turns 39. TV actress Jenna Rodriguez turns 41. Rapper Young Lyric turns 25. TV actor Austin North turns 29. TV actor Ashby Gentry turns 26. TV actor Daniel DiMaggio turns 22. Movie actress Hilary Swank turns 51. Movie actor Lawrence Fishburne turns 64. Director Christopher Nolan turns 55. TV actress Yvonne Strahovski turns 43. Movie actress Vivica A. Fox turns 61. Movie actor Matthew Raymond turns 37. TV actress Jamie Presley turns 48. TV actor Simon Baker turns 56. TV actor Martin Starr turns 43. So those are following famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this Wednesday, July 30th. And of course, well, and because we have some very serious heat that I want to tell you, that I want to mention to you, that I want to tell you guys about. So again, here today here in Shreveport, it turned out to be another scorching hot day for us, just like we've seen the past few days. But some parts of the area have actually received a few thunderstorms popping up in portions of the area. But even though we've had lots of clouds covering it, and it had to look like it wanted to storm, well, it actually turned out to be another hot and dry day for us here in Shreveport. But I do have rain chances on the way, and let you guys know how much rain we may be looking at within the next few days, and also let you guys know when could we return to a persistently hot and dry pattern. So we've had some of the highest heat index values of the year so far. So we've been under a heat advisory here for the past few days. Now this heat advisory has been upgraded to an extreme heat warning. An extreme heat warning that I want to tell you guys about. I thought it was it previously was excessive. So I guess my guessing is that the excessive heat warning has now been replaced with extreme heat warning that I want to tell you guys about. An extreme heat warning is now in effect through 7 p.m. Thursday. That's tomorrow for portions of South Central Arkansas, extreme Northeast Texas, and an extreme heat warning is now in effect through 7 p.m. Thursday, which is tomorrow for portions of South Central Arkansas, extreme Northeast Texas, and much of northern Louisiana. Elsewhere, a heat advisory is in effect for the remainder of the 4-state region. Hot temperatures combined with the humidity will result in heat indices of 105 to 116 degrees over warning advisory areas. Please use caution if outdoors by drinking plenty of water and taking frequent breaks. You know the drill. You have to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water just to stay hydrated. Extreme heat warning / heat advisory continues to 7 p.m. Thursday, which is tomorrow, on the last day of July. So the level of heat risk is at a major. So many of us are experiencing some of the hottest temperatures of the year so far. Not for everyone. High temperatures will be anywhere between the upper 90s to lower 100s. Heat index, the feels like temperature, will be between 105 to 116 degrees. So both Bossier and Cattle parishes in northwest Louisiana are now under an extreme heat warning. Extreme heat warning for portions of extreme northeast Texas, North Louisiana, and southern Arkansas. Heat advisory is in effect for the remainder of the 4-state region. So Here the following tools should you folks remember. Stay hydrated. Limit strenuous time outdoors. So here's what to do. Stay hydrated. Excuse me. Stay hydrated. Limit strenuous time outdoors in the afternoon. If you have AC, please use it. Fans may not be adequate. And wear lightweight, light colored clothing. So you definitely want to keep yourselves cool and properly hydrated. And also, please make sure you're practicing heat safety. Continue to practice heat safety during the extensive Continue to practice heat safety tips during the extensive. Continue to practice heat safety tips during the extensive oppressive period. Following recovery protocol is vital to ensure you can prevent heat-related illnesses. So heat stroke kills. It can happen to anyone. Know the facts to protect your kids. Here's the truth. In 20 minutes, a car's temperature can rise over 20 degrees. A vehicle can reach deadly temperatures even with their windows rolled down. A child dies when his or her body temperature reaches 107 degrees. So here's the habits you should make. Look before you lock. Get into the routine of always checking the back seats of your vehicle before you lock it and walk away. Keep a memento. Have something in the car that always reminds you of your child. Take action. If you notice a child alone in an unattended and hot car, get involved. Heat danger beyond heat waves. This is something that I've shown you all during the past few nights. Beyond heat waves, most heat-related deaths occur outside of heat waves. Stay weather ready. Avoid overexertion and stay hydrated. Heat stroke can occur even during moderate heat. Never leave people or pets in a vehicle. Hot car deaths occur year-round. Assist those who are at higher risk for heat-related illnesses, including children, pregnant people, and older adults. So tonight, expect a very warm and muggy night across our four-state area with overnight lows mostly ranging in the mid-upper 70s. Scattered early evening showers and storms will diminish after sunset and resume in greater coverage on Thursday, especially Friday on the cold front. So what you see here to the left is that temperatures will slowly falling to the mid and upper 70s. And what you see to the right is what to expect for tomorrow as we go into your Thursday. Quickly returning to afternoon highs in the upper 90s and lower triple digits with dangerous heat indices. So please use caution. Be careful if you have to be outside. Now here are your averaging records for this day. Wednesday, July 30th. Normal high is 95. Normal low is 74. 105 is the record high set on this day back in 2023. That was just a couple years ago. 66 is the record low set on this day back in 1923. And all that indicates here in Shreveport that now I'll let you guys know in just a couple more minutes from now. Did we or did we not actually reach 100 degrees here in Shreveport earlier today? So what you see here is portions of northeast Texas, south and southwest Arkansas, and central and north Louisiana are under an extreme heat warning. They're on the extreme heat warning. Elsewhere, so that includes us here in Bossier and Cattle parishes of northwest Louisiana, extreme northeast Texas, south and southwest Arkansas, and central and north Louisiana. Bossier and Cattle parishes included are under an extreme heat warning. Elsewhere, all of the portions of the region are under a heat advisory. So National Weather Service has issued our first extreme heat warning of the summer so far, since it's going to be awfully humid. So you definitely need to plan ahead to have those outdoor chores done early in the morning due to extremely high temperatures. And this heat wave is taking a toll on a good portion of the nation. So here's where we're going to find our rains here on this Wednesday night. So we're seeing a few showers in the portions of along the I-30 corridor in southwest Arkansas, and it's also dealing with quite a bit of rain. So that's where our cloud cover is coming from. Even though this rain has not largely affected the Shreveport area, there are also portions of the Toledo Bean Country and portions of deep East Texas and mainly central Louisiana are dealing with a few showers here. But if you look on the regional radar, so dealing with the widespread thunderstorm, heavy rain event across portions of south central and southeast Kansas, as well as a small portion of southwest Missouri, as well as portions of northwest Arkansas. Also, this is where the heaviest of the rain is being concentrated in portions of southeast Texas along the Gulf Coast, and the portions of southwest and central Louisiana are dealing with the heaviest of the rain. Okay, if you travel east, also this rain that you're seeing in central Louisiana is being extended into the small portion of southwest Mississippi, southwestern Mississippi, most likely the Natchez, Mississippi area. And is also going to find this rain in portions of northwestern Alabama, portions of along the I-20-59 corridor in west central Alabama. There's Tuscaloosa going eastward into portions of southern Birmingham, Alabama metro area, and extend eastward into portions of southeastern Tennessee and northwestern Georgia, and also portions of central Georgia. So that's we're going to find the heaviest of the rain here on this Wednesday, and few showers on this Wednesday, pretty out across the good portions of the southern U.S. But here in our neck of the woods, we're not seeing any of that rain here. But within the next day or two, we could be dealing with some very heavy rain. So we are now under an extreme heat warning, as I just mentioned. And looking back earlier today, this of course we started off today with quite a bit of clouds. We've had quite a bit of cloud cover in. Of course, earlier during the day we have not experienced as much sunshine compared to what we saw earlier in the week. So we've been in a lot more cloud cover with the heat index values generally rising, getting as high as 114 at some point earlier this afternoon. So it turned out to be a rather another hot and humid day. So despite us having more clouds and limited sunshine, that did not stop the mercury from reaching 100. Officially today in Shreveport, our high temperature was 100 degrees. We've had this is the third time we've reached triple digits so far this summer. So it looks like that Dilla's Quesadillas and Gingerbread House has raised $300 since we've had 3 days of temperatures with high temperatures reaching the century mark. So today's high temperature of 100, that's 5 degrees above the normal high of 95. So we have reached 100 degrees here in Shreveport earlier today for the third straight time for the third time this year. So this would make the third time temperatures have reached the century mark this year. And I will let you guys know if whether or not I will let you guys know we'll be top of that 100 again tomorrow as we go into your Thursday. Excuse me. Temperature outside here on this Wednesday night is 84 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Humidity is 70%. Dew point is 73 degrees. We have a south wind at 5 miles per hour with the feels like temperature heat index of 90 degrees. Barometric pressure is at 29.99 inches of mercury, and visibility is at 10 miles. Quite warm, muggy, and humid outside. So previously, we previously have been under a heat advisory. We are now under an extreme heat warning. We are under an extreme heat warning, which remains in effect until 7 p.m. Thursday. That's 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Dangerously hot conditions with heat index values up to 115 degrees are expected in portions of southwest Arkansas, north central and northwest Louisiana, and northeast Texas until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Heat-related illnesses increase significantly during extreme heat and high humidity events. Here are the preparedness actions. Drink plenty of fluids, stay in air-conditioned rooms, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. So please make sure you're staying hydrated and drinking lots of water. You want to keep cool, and so you'll definitely want to keep cool and frequently take those breaks and drink lots of water even when you're not thirsty. So we have another excessively hot day on the way for us tomorrow, as we go into your Thursday, and also as we close out the month of July. So looks like tomorrow, on the last day of July, it's going to be another hot one for us. And of course, in the tropics at this point, we're not experiencing anything. We're not experiencing any activity happening in the tropics at this point. So the tropics will be growing up later on in the season. So we're still like over a month away from peak season. So at this point, as of right now, we are not dealing with anything happening in the tropics. So tonight, expect a few late evening showers in parts of the area. Not everyone is going to get this one. Otherwise, it will be mostly cloudy and humid. Low temperature 79 degrees. So it's going to be another very warm, humid, and muggy evening for us tonight. So we won't see temperatures getting all that low. Low temperature tonight 79 degrees with the southwest wind at 4 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Now tomorrow, as we go into your Thursday, closing out the month of July, the last day of July is going to bring us another day of excessively hot temperatures. As we go into the last day of the month, as we go into the last day of July, we're gonna wrap up this month with another day of extreme heat. With the extreme heat, we made the 100 today, so it looks like that we could do it again tomorrow. We will top out at 100 degrees. So it would be it is going to be hot with a mix of clouds and sunshine. They expect a couple spotty thunderstorms in the afternoon. Just please remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. So heat's going to be dangerous, so please minimize outdoor activities. Please limit your time outdoors as much as possible. Take frequent breaks, and remember to drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. High temperature tomorrow, 100. Feels like temperature in the shade. It's going to feel like 106. But if you're in direct sunlight, it will feel like 114. That is excessively hot. That's why we have the extreme heat. That is why we have the extreme heat warning in place until tomorrow evening at 7. And here's how we're planning your day tomorrow as we go into the last day of July. So expect a couple showers to occur around midnight. Otherwise, we'll have partly mostly cloudy skies lasting through the overnight hours tonight. So 6 a.m. tomorrow morning with cloudy skies. So 6 a.m. tomorrow morning with cloudy skies, we should be at 79 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 88 degrees. With the feels like temperature in the shade of 96, the actual feeling like 101. So temperatures again will quickly be climbing as we start to see the appearance of sunshine. Noon tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 98 degrees. Feels like temperature in the shade of 103. But actual feel like temperature of 112. That's what it's going to feel like outside. If you're standing out and the sun's going to feel like 112. So temperatures will already be climbing. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 100 degrees. Feels like temperature 106 in the shade, but it's actually going to feel like 113 when you're standing while you're outside. Or when you're not in the shade. It's actually feel like 113, so please take it easy if you're going to be outside. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, expect around the storms to occur. With partly cloudy skies, expect around the storms to occur with the temperature of 94 degrees. Feels like temperature in the shade of 99. Actual feel like temperature will be 101. And 9 p.m. tomorrow night with mostly clear skies, we should be down to 86 degrees. So that's when the storm should ease off. That's when all the activity should diminish. All that activity should diminish. So we're not gonna see. So the chance of rain tomorrow will So chances of rain chance is actually not gonna look all that great tomorrow as we go into your Thursday. So chances of rain is not gonna be all that great. I actually only have just a small chance for a pop-up shower to develop in the afternoon. But as we wrap up the week with the cold front coming through, I have better rain chances on the way, and I'll let you guys know when that arrives. So here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So it's gonna be, expect very warm and muggy. Expect a very warm and humid conditions overnight tonight. It will be warm and humid with couple of overnight showers. Otherwise, it will be mostly cloudy and humid with low temperature night 79 degrees. Tomorrow, as you go into your Thursday, wrapping up the month of July, it will be hot with a mix of clouds and sunshine. Please remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you be outside for an extended period of time. I also expect a couple of spotty thunderstorms, mostly in the afternoon, with the high of 100, low of 77. Feels like temperature 106 in the shade. High temperature, with the feels like temperature 114. So that is why we have the excessive. That's why we have the extreme heat warning in place for tomorrow. Again, high of 100, low of 77. Feels like temperature, so I have a slight chance of a spotty shower thunderstorm or two possible. High of 100, low of 77. Feels like temperature 114. Winds will be from the northwest at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Now Friday, as we begin the month of August, it will be partly mostly cloudy and humid, with the few spotty afternoon thunderstorms possible. Isolate the mainly scattered to becoming more numerous and widespread going into your Friday. So we have a better chance of rain going into your Friday. Also during the day Friday, it will not be as hot. High of 94, low of 74. Feels like temperature 108. Winds will be from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Saturday, it will be cloudy with the few spotty thunderstorms possible. Because we have more clouds around, temperatures definitely will be a bit on the milder side. So definitely we'll start the weekend off with below normal temperatures. High of 89, low of 73. Feels like temperature 100. But with the feels like with the humidity around, it's gonna still feel like it's close to it's gonna be closer to the feels like temperature reaching the century mark. High of 89, low of 73. Winds will be from the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Sunday, expect mostly cloudy skies with a couple spotty thunderstorms possible. High of 93, low of 70. The feels like temperature of 99, so it's not going to feel all that hot. So winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, we start returning to drier weather with drier weather with temperatures warming back up close to the seasonal levels. Expect partly cloudy skies with the high of 94, low of 76. Feels like temperature 103. Winds will be from the east-northeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. Tuesday, it will be very warm with partly cloudy skies. High of 98, low of 75. Feels like temperature 111. Winds will be from the east at 6 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. And by the time we go towards the middle of next week, next Wednesday, which is the 6th, the middle of next week, it will be very warm with mostly sunny skies. High of 98, low of 76. Feels like temperature 108. Winds will be from the south at 6 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. And it looks like the latter portion of next week is also looking seasonally hot and dry, with highs reaching the upper 90s on both days. Next Thursday, which is the 7th, we have a high temperature reaching the upper. Next Thursday, which is the 7th, expect mostly sunny skies, with high temperature reaching the upper 90s and no rain expected. And also next Friday, which is the 8th, expect plenty of sunshine with high temperature reaching the upper 90s with no rain expected. It looks like the next best chance of rain will arrive by the time we get to the start of next weekend, which is next Saturday, August 9th. Expect partly cloudy skies with showers and thunderstorms possible. Highs will be in the mid-90s, chance of rain 40%. excuse me. So easily tomorrow is going to be the hottest that we'll see over the next few days. So we're going to end July with on an extremely hot note, but we will start August with temperatures not so temperatures won't, so the start to August temperatures won't be all that unbearable. So looks like that. So our weather pattern will be a bit unsettled. So as we go into the weekend, but we have one more day of excessively hot temperatures. So we have another extreme. We have an extremely, because we have the extreme heat because we have the extreme heat warning in effect until tomorrow evening at 7. Tomorrow's going to be another. So if we hit 100 again tomorrow, it would be the 4th time here in Shreveport that we have reached the century mark. The 4th time here in Shreveport that temperatures have reached the century mark. So easily tomorrow is going to be the hottest that we'll see over the next within the next week and a half. So expect high temperatures again to reach. Now we've hit the triple digits again. So if we hit 100 again tomorrow, it will be the 4th time we've done so this summer. So far we've reached the century mark 3 times. So the 3rd time. So since we made it to 100 again today, that will be the 3rd time. So including with today being included, we temperatures have reached 100 for the 3rd time this year. If we do it again tomorrow, it will be the 4th time that temperatures have reached 100. So we'll see. We'll see if we do it again tomorrow. So we have another chance. We have one more chance of temperatures making it to 100. But after that, we ease back to we ease back the highs in the low 90s. And I'm sorry, we ease back the highs in mid 90s for Friday. Friday will be a bit closer to normal. Actually, a degree below normal as we go into your Friday starting month of August. And then then temperatures will lower even further as we go into your Saturday with highs reaching the upper 80s, which is about 5 to 6 degrees below normal. And then we stay slightly below normal for Sunday. So temperature-wise, it shouldn't be a bad weekend at all, especially if you and your kids can be out together doing some back-to-school shopping to get prepped up for the upcoming school year. And then as we go into the start of next week for Monday, we have highs in the mid-90s. And then we easily warm to the upper 90s toward the middle of next week. That's both Tuesday and Wednesday, respectively, the 5th and the 6th. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we have high temperatures reaching the upper 90s. Now, it feels like temperatures, so tomorrow, as we know, is going to be the hottest. 114, this is what it's actually going to feel like tomorrow if you're going to be in the shade. Here's where they go to the actual real field temperatures. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, would have a high temperature of 100. So even though we have a high temperature reaching 100, so the feels like temperature, this is what's actually going to feel like in all. 114 tomorrow. These are actual feels like temperatures. 114 tomorrow. 108 Friday. 100 by Saturday, 99 by Sunday, 103 by Monday, 111 by Tuesday, 108 by Wednesday, week from today. Those is actually going to feel like. So please take it easy if you're going to be outside, take frequent breaks and drink lots of water. Now here are your rain chances. I have a 20%, after just a small chance overnight tonight. I have a 20% chance tomorrow. That rain chance goes, so 20% chance tomorrow, which is Thursday, 40% for Friday, 30% for both Saturday and Sunday. So although the upcoming weekend, although we'll have slightly cooler temperatures, but behind that cold front, it's not. Now chances of rain are not going to be as numerous or widespread the way it's looking as of right now. 30% rain chance for both Saturday and Sunday, the upcoming weekend. So be on the lookout for any weekend plans that you have. And then we start to focus on drier conditions as we go into the start of next week. Only 10% chance for Monday and no rain expected for Tuesday or Wednesday as we go towards the middle of next week. So we have one more sweltering day, and then we'll ease back to more reasonable temperatures beginning on Friday, lasting through the weekend, and then quickly warming back up, but staying not far from seasonal levels by the time we get toward the middle of next week. So that's the way it is, and it looks like our next chance of rain after this upcoming weekend will actually not arrive until after the end of next week. That will most likely be next Saturday, which is the 9th. Now, before I close out tonight's video, I want to talk to you guys about the funeral of Ozzy Osbourne. As we all know, that famous metal rock singer, famous metal rock performer, Ozzy Osbourne died at the age of 76 on last Tuesday, July 22nd. Ozzy Osbourne died at his home in Buckinghamshire on the morning of Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, at the age of 76, surrounded by his family, just 17 days after Back to the Beginning farewell concert. So, Ozzy Osbourne died at his home in Buckinghamshire on the morning of Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, at the age of 76, surrounded by his family, just 17 days after the Back to the Beginning farewell concert. Earlier today, on Wednesday, July 30th, earlier today on Wednesday, July 30th, his funeral cortege left Villa Park, passing Osbourne's childhood home on Lodge Road, and proceeded to Broad Street, which was closed to traffic. It stopped at the Black Sabbath Bridge, where Osbourne's family viewed flowers and messages left by fans, and met with the Lord Mayor. The cortege then passed by the Black Sabbath Memorial on Navigation Street in the Crown, where Black Sabbath played their first concert. Tens of thousands of people gathered along the route to observe. A private family funeral was then held, and Osbourne was buried at the Wilders Heights Osbourne family home in Buckinghamshire, where he and Sharon had been living in since 2023. So, Ozzy Osbourne will officially be laid to rest, and I think I remember sharing you all some info about about the sudden passing of famed metal rock singer Ozzy Osbourne, who had passed away last Tuesday. Well, I just want to give you guys that tidbit of information, and also don't forget that NFL season officially begins tomorrow night, but not actual season. But tomorrow night will be the NFL Hall of Fame game. The Hall of Fame game. So tomorrow night will be the actual preseason to the upcoming Hall of Fame game. So the 2025 NFL preseason kicks off tomorrow, Thursday, July 31st on NBC and Peacock, with the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame game featuring the Detroit Lions and the Los. So the NFL preseason kicks off Thursday, July 31st. That's tomorrow evening on NBC and Peacock. The NFL preseason kicks off tomorrow on Thursday, July 31st on NBC and Peacock with the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame game featuring the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. The game will be held at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. So I just thought I'd give you a preview of what to expect for tomorrow evening in the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. And more of the preseason games will actually begin later next week. I have more info in regards to those, and also more info about the upcoming start of the school, about the upcoming school year. And also, do not forget. Also, again, in tomorrow night's video, I will let you guys. I will have the very latest with the recap of the recap of our very hot pattern that we've been in the past few days. And I'll have a preview on the upcoming late week / weekend rain chances. So, again, slight chance of rain tomorrow, better rain chances for Friday. With still decent rain chances, but not all that decent, but not a total washout is expected by any of these days. Looks like the days with the best chances of rain will actually be Friday. So that will be followed behind the cold front with slightly lowering temperatures into the upcoming weekend, and also as we get into the start of next week, with temperatures quickly rising up and drying out. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Wednesday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.